The next disc is my moving up to the high-speed drivers. I put a crank back in the bag. This used to be my go-to distance driver, but it's a little more touchy. You have to have a lot more control, but I put this one back in there for more controlled distance. I can throw it 65 to 70% and get a full flight out of it. More controlled forehands like in the woods. If there's a shot where I don't want to throw full power and have more control but still have distance, I'm going to grab this crank because it just gets a full flight and you don't have to throw it as hard as you can. Moving on to my workhorse, my go-to, the Punisher. I picked up this ESP from Team Stamp Wes. Shout out to Wes. He hooked me up with this one. Super swirly on the bottom. This thing feels great in the hand. It's a little less stable, so it's more when I want to just get a dead straight shot or get some turn. Also working on throwing the big turnovers with this because it'll just hold that line and finish right. It doesn't ever really come back. But this one is my max bomber. If there's not much of a headwind, I'm going to throw this thing because it gives me like 20 more feet of distance. This is a first run Punisher. I picked up 2 of these from Sun Kings, and then I was also able to pick up 2 more that have the exact same stamp, same color, from I believe it was Alec Falzone. And this thing is still super beefy. I can throw it on a flex shot where I put a little turn on it and let it come back. Can hold it up to most winds. It's still very stable and it's been in the bag since I got it. But it's if I'm feeling a little iffy about a shot, I'm going to grab this one because I know it's always going to finish left for me. And then this is a tournament stamped Z Punisher. I thought it would be a little more stable than the first run, but it turns out this thing is just super straight. If I just release it hard and flat, it's just going to go straight the whole way. So this is my disc I'm going to grab when it's just a dead straight shot and I don't want much turn or much fade. This is the one I'm going to grab. It's probably my most grabbed right now just because I know it's going to go super, super straight. And the last disc, I have an Austin Turner Force. This is kind of my windy day disc. When it's not super windy, but there's a headwind coming, I'm going to grab this thing. This thing is my power forehand disc. I'm going to grab it because it's got a little more stability. It can handle a little turn and come back. And just messing around with it, I know if I put like a pretty good Anheuser release on it, it's going to fly right and then it's going to finish left. So if I'm going to try to go for super, super max distance, I'm just going to put an Anheuser on this and let it rip. But right now it's mostly for forehands and super windy days. But that's pretty much all I'm throwing these days. I've tried to cut down my molds, carry multiples of the same disc so that it feels the same in the hand. So thanks for watching, guys.